to love you. Didn't you know it, baby? Didn't you know
Hello everyone, I'm Synthia Williams, the Associate Artistic Director of New Africa Grove Theater Company, and I'm here to invite you to a celebration. We want to take this time to celebrate an accomplished theater, television, and film actor's birthday, Mr. Taurean Blacque. Mr. Blacque is best known for his Emmy-nominated role on Hill Street Blues as Detective Neil Washington, but he got his start doing theater at the New Federal Theater in New York and performing with the Negro Ensemble Company. He received an NAACP Image Award for the play Amen Corner. He starred in the groundbreaking soap opera Generations. He had guest roles on shows like Good Times, Sanford and Son, The Love Boat, Charlie's Angels, The Bob Newhart Show, just to name a few. Last year, the Taurean Awards were birthed here to celebrate our achievements in Atlanta theater. And on Saturday, May 16th at 8 p.m., New Africa Grove Theater Company will stream Sins of the Father, written by yours truly, starring Taurean Blacque, along with Nick Starr, Keith Franklin, and Michael Mario Good. We will be doing a watch party with the cast. If you want to be a part of the celebration, go to newafricangrove.com and register. And we'll send out the sign-up information on Friday. You don't want to miss this. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but these men offer up a powerful performance. This is something that you'll never forget. So happy birthday, Taurean. We love you. New Africa Grove celebrates you and all of your achievements and those yet to come. See you on Saturday.
Hey Taurean, I just want to say happy birthday. I remember the first time we met, we were working on a show by True Colors. As a matter of fact, it was their inaugural show. Kenny Leon was directing. The show was fantastic. But I'll never forget, we were sitting backstage one day and I made a comment to your shoes that you were wearing. It was a part of your costume. And you replied to me and you said, "Oh boy, I got shoes older than you." You've made me feel like a son. You've loved me, you've taught me, you've mentored me. And I don't think I would be the person who I am today if it were not for you being a part of my life.
They don't need a man at all. They gon' dance alone. They gon' dance alone. If you wanna get the party started, you got to play some PK. So play some PK. 'Cause this ain't no party for children. This party's for the grown folk, yeah. We gonna party tonight. Yeah, we gonna party tonight. And if don't nobody start the trippin', we might party till daylight. We gonna party tonight.
Hey, Mr. Taurean, this is Josh.
Prosper.
We just want to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day. You're awesome. We love
safe
you.
out there.
Stay safe.
Hello, I am Nick Starr from the New African Grove Theater Company, here to welcome everybody on this celebration of Mr. Taurean Blacque. We are celebrating his birthday, and I couldn't think of a better thing to bring to you and those who have been following us over the years than Sins of the Father, written by Synthia Williams, directed by Mr. Keith Franklin. Happy birthday, Taurean. This was the one that brought us together. Well, actually, short story, we had gotten together before that. I think you coming out to support community theater meant everything to us. We were a small theater company at that time, just trying to do good work. And you always came out to support us, and you said from your mouth, I wish there was something that we can do together. Hence, Synthia heard it, and she answered the call, and thus came Sins of the Father. For me to perform alongside of my childhood idol meant everything. So here's to you, Taurean, and I hope you guys enjoy this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taurean Blacque. Happy birthday to
Good evening. I'm Keith Franklin, the Artistic Director of New African Grove Theater Company, and tonight we celebrate the birthday of Taurean Blacque, an accomplished theater, television, and film actor, and a true friend to the New African Grove Theater Company.
Baby, look at me and tell me.
Mr. Blacque is best known for his Emmy-nominated role in Hill Street Blues as Detective Neil Washington. He has had guest roles on shows like Good Times, Sanford and Son, The Love Boat, Charlie's Angels, The Bob Newhart Show, just to name a few. Mr. Blacque also has appeared in films such as Deep Star 6 and Rocky 2. Tonight, the African Grove Theater Company is streaming Sins of the Father, written by Synthia Williams and starring Taurean Blacque, along with Nick Starr, myself, and Michael Mario Good. Sins of the Father premiered on the New African Grove stage and was accepted into the National Black Theater Festival and the Atlanta Theater Festival. We will be doing a talkback after the play at the Zoom address you see on the screen. Come by and meet the actors and ask a question or two. New African Grove is also accepting monologues and spoken word submissions having to do with COVID-19. You can send your work to submissions@newafricangrove.com. Once we're able to come together again, we will be notifying you with the next steps in telling our stories from the pandemic. Thank you for joining us tonight. You are now part of the New African Grove family.
the letter J. Put whatever you have in your hands down. Who are you?
It's me, Pop. Don't you recognize your son?
My son is somewhere in Europe. Germany last I heard. You gotta do better than that.
Come on, Pop. Put that gun down before somebody get hurt.
The only somebody that's gonna get hurt is you, mister. You in my house without my permission.
Okay, Pop. You're George August Hamilton. I'm Caleb. Tiger Eye Hamilton. My son is Joshua James Hamilton. Just get back from Germany, Pop. I've been traveling in Europe for the last 9 years.
That's information you could have picked up anywhere. You gotta do better than that.
Okay, I know you killed the man. And you spent 8 years in the penitentiary for it.
That's public knowledge.
Well, does the world know, because of what you did, my mother killed herself?
You look like shit. What you want?
Right now, a place to lay my head. A long, hard flight. I just need some sleep.
There are hotels all over Atlanta.
Come on, Pop.
Take the couch. Joshua sleeps in the other room.
Is he here?
He's here. He's sleeping. Leave him be.
Don't you think you want to know that I'm here?
Yeah, maybe. But not for the reasons you think.
How is it?
You ain't seen him or talked to him in 9 years, and you gonna ask me that? Why are you here, Caleb? What you want? Ain't nothing for you here.
My boy is here.
Your boy is a grown man, and he don't need you now.
Well, maybe I need him.
I won't let you hurt him again.
Come on, Pop. I didn't come in the car no trouble. I just want to see my son. And you.
There's sheets and blankets in the hall closet.
Thanks.
I won't let you hurt him again.
That's all you have to say to me after all these...
Either use it or put it away.
Never sneak up on a man like that unless you want to die.
I didn't sneak up on you. I've been sitting here waiting for 45 minutes.
Waiting for what? Could have woke me up. You're mad now.
Yeah.
So how you been?
Come on, Tiger Eye. You can do better than that.
I guess getting you to call me dad or pops is out of the question.
Yeah, pretty much. Why are you here?
This is my home.
No, really, why are you here?
I miss my family. I wanted to come back to the U.S.
We haven't seen or heard of you in 9 years. I used to look up information about what you were up to on the internet, but I stopped doing that years ago. I figured if you didn't care, neither would I.
Not one for much writing.
Yeah, we have a phone.
Yeah.
But I guess you ain't much for that either, huh?
I'm here now.
And I guess my job is to figure out why.
I told you why.
Yeah, you told me a lot, but that's what you do, right?
Look, maybe me and you can go have some breakfast. I don't want to argue.
Sorry, I have plans today.
Okay, well, how about dinner?
No, thank you. I have a full day today. I just wanted to see your face, to see if I look like you. Pop used to tell me I did.
Well, what do you think?
No, not one I did.
Look, Josh, just give me a chance to talk to you. I know I made some mistakes, but let's talk. There might be some things I can still teach you.
What the hell can you teach me?
Things a father teaches a son. How to make it in this world. How to love a woman. How to be a man. Things like that.
So, you're going to teach me how to be a man? So I guess the first lesson is how a man leaves a son for someone else to raise.
My dad did. Look, that's neither here nor there. Josh, damn, meet me halfway.
Pop didn't have a choice, but you did.
How the hell do you figure he didn't have a choice? He had a choice.
And his choice took away my mother and my father. Now, he never stopped to think about what his actions did to us. Look, that was uncalled for.
My father made a choice, and his choice took away my mother and my father. He never stopped to think about what his actions would do to our family. Damn, you did teach me something. I hope you don't mind if I don't pass it on to my son.
I don't guess that was the reception you were expecting.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy.
You left the boy, and now you're coming back to a man. He doesn't need a father anymore.
Well, maybe I need him.
You want some toasted coffee?
Pop, let me take you to breakfast.
No, thank you. I just do black coffee and toast in the morning. Join me or not?
Sure, Pop. I'll join you. You got sugar and cream?
Yeah, that's how Josh takes his. He's a good boy, Caleb. He's going to take the bar exam in the next couple of months. That's why you showing up here now is so inconvenient.
What do you mean?
You have a way of bringing confusion with you, boy. I just don't want you to interfere with his plans. He's engaged to be married.
What? He's only...
I know how old he is. Tracy is a nice girl. She keeps him focusing on the right path. She's good for him. She comes from a good family. Her father's a lawyer and her mother's a doctor.
Damn.
Yeah. Tracy's father has offered Josh a job once he passes the bar.
Is that what Josh wants?
Yes.
Or is that what you want for
Either way, I don't want you to interfere. You hear me?
I hear you, Pop. When you start walking with the cane, what happened?
What the hell you mean what happened? Life happened.
Life. How was your life, Pop?
What?
It's been 9 years. I just want to know how you're doing. Now, I know it's my fault it's been 9 years, but I'm here now. And I won't be leaving again.
I've been well. I still have my health and my mental capacity. I still work 3 days a week down at the senior center.
The senior center?
Yeah, the senior center. Where else am I going to meet women my own age?
You mean you still...
Well, what the hell do you think? I ain't dead. That will be the only time that I'll...
Okay, Pop, I didn't mean no offense. I'm just in awe.
Oh, you laughing at me?
I'm not. Meet me halfway, Pop. I just want to know how you live.
With no apology, son.
How are you financially?
Why are you asking? I've left everything to Joshua.
Great. I don't want or need your money, Pop. I wanted to call.
Yeah? What stopped you?
Well, one thing led to another, and more time passed. Next thing you know, I was too embarrassed. I didn't know what to say.
That boy waited and waited, almost 2 years, waiting for a call from you. I know the moment he gave up, he changed. He went from boy to man almost overnight. It went from me taking care of him to him taking care of me. Each year, he mentioned you less and less, until he didn't mention you at all. He let you go. You can't blame him.
I don't. I totally blame myself. If I could do it all again, I would keep in touch.
Why now?
No reason. I just miss my family.
I've known you your whole life, boy, and you're lying. Now, either you can tell me now while I'm ready to listen, or just keep it to your damn
I'm
self.
sick. I've got leukemia, Pop. I'm dying. Now look, I won't be a burden. I just want to hang out with you guys in the next couple of months. I'll get my own place. I'll make my own I'll make my own arrangements. I don't want y'all to have to deal with that.
Have you gotten a second opinion?
A second, a third.
How about one of them transfusions?
I don't know, Pop. You gotta be a relative. All I got is Josh. And you.
So, that's why you back.
I didn't ask either one of you to get tested. And wasn't planning on asking and wouldn't accept if you offered.
Well, what kind of damn sense does that make?
It's advanced. It's a chance that it wouldn't even take. Look, I didn't come back from Maryland. I just want to spend whatever time I have left with you guys.
I'm your father. How can I not try to help you? You're asking me to stand by and watch you die.
I guess I am, Pop.
Look, I'll talk to Josh.
No, Pop. Don't tell Josh. I don't want Josh to know.
So you come back here to die? That boy's going to have to lose you all over again? A parent isn't supposed to bury their child. That goes against nature.
I guess I know I could have been a better son.
A better father.
A better father.
Well, I guess I could have been a better father too.
Well,
Joshua was my second chance. They say the second time is the charm.
I met this woman in Norway. She said that same thing to me. She was beautiful. She could have been a model. Not quite my type, but I figured one night of hot and heavy, down and dirty.
And?
I expected hot, but I got was lukewarm. She was a limp fish. You know the kind I mean?
I've known a few of those.
Yeah, well, we were playing at the club for about another month. She kept coming around pressing me until I just finally told her how I felt about the night we spent together. That's when she said, the second time would be a charm.
Was it?
Hell.
Starr.
Yeah. Look, Pop, you got any advice on how I can get to know my son?
I don't think I'm the one to ask.
You know?
I do, but I don't know you. You were never around. Do you hate me?
No.
Then why do you go so far away and stay away so long? This time it was Germany for 9 years. Last time it was Japan for 7 years. Before that you were gone 3 years. What are you running from?
Not running from nothing now, Pop. I don't know. I just went wherever the music led. I never felt like I belonged anywhere. So I just kept moving. I never felt like you wanted me around when you came back.
You were my son. Of course I wanted to hear. You never knew the hell my life had been in prison.
I needed a father.
I was here.
In body.
I did what I had to do to raise a man.
Back then, I just wanted to be a son.
But I was here. Did the best I could. I was still dealing with my own mess.
You came home and brought your prison sentence with you.
Son, I killed the man. You don't know how that changes you.
You never talked about it. I didn't know how to ask. Does Joshua?
Son, he used to ask questions when he was younger. I guess he heard people talking.
Maybe if I knew who you were, I could figure out who I am.
You want to know who I am or who I was? I'm not that person anymore. Your son helped change me.
Pop, I'm going to play tennis with Evan this morning, then I'm headed over to Tracy's. Call me if you need me.
Josh, come in.
What's wrong, Pop? What do you need?
I'm good. Sit down and have a cup of coffee with us.
No, I need to go.
Sit down. We've got time for a cup of coffee. 3 generations of Hamilton men are at this table. I was hoping I lived long enough to see this.
Stop it, Pop. You're going to live forever.
No one lives forever. Hell, who would want to? Now, when it's time for me to go and meet with your grandmother, I'll be ready.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't throw nothing, son.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Call me son.
You are my son.
You never treated me like one.
Maybe I didn't know how.
Don't blame me, Keelan. Face your own demons.
Child does even talk.
Then it's a good thing I had Papa, or I'd be just like you.
This family's book was made long before you were born, Josh. I hear you're engaged.
Yes. Yes, I am.
When's the big day?
It's 5 months away. August 19th.
Well, can I get an invitation? I mean, if it's okay with you.
It's 5 months away. Will you still be around?
I will. That's my plan, God willing.
Well, I'll talk to Tracy about it. I'm sure once she hears you're back in town, she'll want you there. She's big on family. Look, Papa, I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Okay, Josh. I'm gonna leave it up to you to tell him. Just give him enough time to forgive. Don't make him have to live with the fact that you left here without him being able to tell you that he forgives you. That's a terrible burden to bear.
Did you tell Mom you forgave her?
No, I never did. I could have, but I didn't. And I saw the way the guilt ate away at her.
So why didn't you just tell her?
That's what I have to live with every day. I think that's why the Lord hasn't taken me yet. It's my daily penance. Not a day goes by that I don't think about your mother and the pain we caused each other. Don't get me wrong. I love them, but
Since all my father left me alone, since all my father, I am sure. You know, you really gonna have to stop sneaking up on me like that.
I wasn't sneaking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. I heard your records. They don't do you justice. You're pretty good. But was it worth it?
Son, I don't feel like guessing what you asked me. So maybe you can do both of us a favor. Was what worth it?
Giving up your son. Giving up your family.
I didn't give you up, Josh. You and Pop are still my family.
You left us. So you can go on the road playing the blues and you never look back.
I didn't have to look back. I carried you with me.
Come on. In the last 20 years, I've seen you probably, what, a total of 12 months off and on?
Yeah, well, what's done is done. If I can go back and do it all over again, I would. But I'm here now. What I need you to do is tell me what I can do now.
For how long are you here? This time?
Until
when? Until someone calls and says they have a job for you?
Son, I'm done with the road.
Don't be done on my account.
But for myself.
What do you want from me?
Josh, all I want is a chance to get to know you.
And then what?
We'll take it one day at a time.
Yeah. Well, it's too late for those father-son moments. You know, the throwing the football in the yard, you helping me with my homework, coming to my basketball games.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe we can just start off by being friends. Look, Josh, I just want a chance to get to know you. I'm not a man of excuses, so I'm not going to try to give you any now, except to say a man does as he's taught.
Please stop blaming Pop for your stupid.
I'm not blaming anybody for anything. I'm stating a fact. A man does as he's taught. Unless he changes the cycle. And it's my hope that you do that, Josh. It's my hope that you don't do as I did. That you don't do as Pop did. Josh, be your own man. Break the cycle. Know who you are. So you don't have to make apologies to anyone. Knowing who you are allows you to stand and not run. Allows you to stand without a gun in your hand. Shit. I don't know all the answers, but I can say I sure in hell learned all the lessons.
What the hell does that mean?
It means you can't get jack shit in this world analyzing how I lived my life or how Pop lived his. You got to live life for yourself. And you know what? You're going to make mistakes. And when you do, I hope Tracy, your sons, your daughters, hope they forgive you for it every time. But more than that, hope you forgive yourself. Because I did. And I pray to God Pop does before he leaves this earth.
What does a man who's lived the kind of life you live know about prayer?
Son, sometimes eternity is all you have left. It's either heaven or hell. See, I make the choice to make my peace with the Master. And son, I want to make peace with you. I do love you, Josh.
I have to go.
Okay.
Do you ever talk to my mother?
It's been over 20 years. Can we talk about it?
Ain't that what we do?
I never asked you why.
Why what? Ask if you're gonna ask.
The man you killed. I mean, I know why you did it, but did you ever stop to think about the consequences? I mean, what it would do to Mom? What it would do to me?
I don't want to talk about that.
Come on, Pop. I'm dying. I have a right to know. I know more than you think I know. I know, Pop.
What do you think you know?
I know you're not my father.
What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, Pop. It's not my sin. I'm tired of caring. It's not my sin to care. Pop, I know you're not my biological father.
You shouldn't listen to the shit that people say in the streets.
I didn't hear it in the street. I heard it from my mother.
That's a lie from the pit of hell. Your mother never told you that lie.
I overheard it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was 9 or 10. You were working the Atlanta to New York route. I remember that because that was the summer you took me on a train ride with me. And we had a layover in New York. You took me to see the Yankees play the Red Sox. Anyway, every time you took one of your extended trips, Mama would take and leave me at Aunt Gracie's house every day for hours. Now, I never thought much about it because as soon as my feet hit the door, Aunt Gracie told me to run to the kitchen because she had some back there for me. Cookies, cake, pie. That day, it was pound cake. I ran through that screen door, let it slam behind me. Now, Aunt Gracie yelled to me to recommend me. But the only thing on my mind was that yellow pound cake. I got to the kitchen, grabbed a hump off the table, poured me a cool glass of milk, headed back to the porch to apologize for letting the door slam. As I got closer to the door, I heard Mama and Aunt Grace argue. Grace was telling Mama that I was looking more and more like my father every day. Mama told her not to say that. Aunt Grace told her that everybody could see it. She said, you weren't no fool. You could see it too. Mama told her to mind her business. Aunt Grace asked her, what would she do? Ella Sleeper wanted to claim me as his own. Mama said she had no intentions of ever leaving me. And down sleep, he had no intentions of telling the world that I was his son. I can't stomach pound cake to this day.
I knew who and what your mama was, but I loved her and she loved me.
Did you love me, Pop?
I clothed you, fed you, kept a roof over your head.
That ain't love.
It's enough for Josh.
I'm not Josh. I'm talking about me, Pop.
I love you and your mama. I spent my life working on the railroad, yes sirring and no sirring, whitening and taking a disrespect so I could take care of home.
Okay, I believe you love Mama. But how could you believe she loved you? How could she say she loved you and you believe it? She got pregnant by another man. She had to raise another man's child.
You are my child, and I know damn well she loved me. She never left me for any of the others because...
Others? What do you mean? Others?
Your mother was a good woman. She was always sorry afterwards. When I found out about one of her men, I would confront her. Then I would go and confront the man. We'd have a man-to-man talk and they would back off.
Ella Sleep.
Yeah. All except Ella Sleep. I talked to him, but he wasn't hearing me. I warned him to stay away from my wife. He said she was going to leave me and bring his son. I tried to explain to him that both her and you belong to me, and that if he came near my family again, I would kill him. All right. The son of a bitch laughed at me and told me to get the hell out of his face.
So what did you do? Why did you stay?
Your mother told me that it was over, but he wouldn't leave her alone. So I left for work that Thursday. I got on the train like I always do. But I got off in Chattanooga and got the train coming back to Atlanta. I went to Little Joe's bar that used to be down there on Hunter Street. And I started drinking Johnny Walker Neat. I sat there drinking for 2 hours before heading home. I went home past your Auntie Grace. I saw you on the porch playing. I walked into my house hoping he wasn't there. I heard them. Then I smelled them. Then I saw them. I didn't even think about it. My 38 was in my hand. I pulled the trigger. Bam! One shot. It hit him in the upper arm and exited his shoulder and found a resting place in his temple. One shot ended his life and changed ours. Your mother was covered in his blood. She didn't scream, cry, nothing. She just kept looking at me, blinking. I guess wondering if she was going to be next. I knew that she was in shock. I got her up, and I bathed her, and I got her dressed. Then I called the police.
She was never the same after that. The guilt just ate away at it.
I know. And I regret that more than you'll ever know. That keeps me awake at night.
You killed the man. Don't you regret that?
What you really want to say is that I killed your father. So, all these years you knew and you hated me for it. Is that why you stay away for years at a time?
That man wasn't my father. I I can't remember him saying one word to me, so I know he must have. So I just see him around everywhere. But he never came to the house while I was there. You were my father. I remember you getting all decked out in your railroad uniform. Papa, I was proud of you.
I didn't stop to think until I was sitting in jail waiting for trial. That's when I realized that I had left you and your mama to fend for yourselves.
When they sent you up, I watched Mama waste away. That fast-talking, fiery, beautiful head-turning woman turned into somebody I didn't even recognize. She would sit in the house for days without changing her clothes. Forget to eat, barely talking. I started spending nights at Aunt Gracie's house when Mom was having one of her spells. I was scared of her.
When she came to visit me, I saw it too.
The night before she killed herself, I decided I would stay at the house, even though she was out of it. The next morning when I woke up, Mama was dressed. Breakfast was done, the house was clean. She told me to meet her at Aunt Gracie's after school. She gave me my lunch, kissed me, hugged me, and told me she loved me. The last time I seen my mother alive. I grew up without either of you. But I always looked up to you, Pop. I counted the days till you would come home.
I never looked at you and saw it. It was prison. That place would do that to a man. When I looked at you, all I saw was your mama. When your Auntie Grace came to the jail and told me that your mother had killed herself, a part of me died. You have to understand, I came out a different man than when I went in. I had years to think about how I had failed your mother as a protector, and how I had failed you as a father, and how I failed God as a man. I didn't know how to fix it.
We could have talked. Why didn't you talk to me?
And say what? You were a boy. I couldn't put that on you after everything else.
Only your father would say that. By the time you got out, Pop, I had already lived in my own personal hell with Mama. I was looking forward to you coming home and we help each other. But instead, I just felt abandoned.
Maybe if I had known that you knew, I never thought of you as not being mine, Caleb. I guess I have to take some of the responsibility for what's going on with you and Joshua. What does the Bible say? He does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the fathers to the third and fourth generation. What's happening between you two is because of what I didn't do as a father. I never taught you how to be a father. I never showed you what it is to be a man.
Maybe I'm not the man you wanted me to be, Pop, but I am a man. And it took me getting sick to understand that a man is not perfect. He makes mistakes. If he didn't, then he would be God. And that job is already taken. See, I made a choice to stop running away from my past. Because it's just that, the past. The past can only affect the present if I let it. I choose not to.
You can do that. The object of your past is still here. You can fix things with Josh. I can't fix things with your mother, Ellerslie.
You can't pop through me. I'm still here. Look, I couldn't say this as a boy, but I can say it now. I need you, Pop. I'm scared. I can talk a good game. I've done that all my life. But this thing inside my body, it ain't listening to a damn thing I have to say. And I don't want to die alone.
When I was a boy, my father never told us he loved us. It was 6 boys, and I can't remember him ever hugging any of us. Not when we were little, not when we were sick, not when we did something good. Never. Now, he never hesitated to pull out that leather harness strap to whoop our ass when he decided that we needed it for one thing or another. But he never showed us affection. But that man worked our farm and hired himself out to old man Watkins, the old white man who had a farm about 20 miles down the road from ours, just to make sure we would never be without him. He never complained. He made sure we all went to school, and even helped the two that decided that they wanted to go to college. That was your Uncle Malachi and your Uncle Darren. That was his way of showing love, by taking care of his family.
I understand, Pop.
Good. Good.
I love you too. Hey, Josh.
What?
Have a seat. It only take a minute. You been drinking?
Yes. Why, yes, I have.
Okay. Made a couple phone calls today. Old bandmates from years ago. I was able to get a number for your mother. I don't know if you want it or not. There it is.
Why did you do this?
Where's Chicago?
When I was younger, when I first started college, I started working on trying to find her. And then I woke up one morning and thought, hell, if she didn't want me when she gave birth to me, then why would she want me now? So I said, screw it, and I let it go.
It wasn't like that, Josh.
Then tell me, how the hell was it then?
Look, my band was playing in Kansas City. Our female vocalist got homesick. She had children, a husband. Not a good combination for the role. So we had to hire somebody immediately. We had a gig that night. We auditioned about 20 different women. Anita, she ran circles around all of them. She was the only child, lived with her grandmother. Parents were dead, no aunts, no uncles. She didn't have any kids, no husband and no boyfriend. We hired her on the spot. She performed that night and we went on the road for the next year and a half. The last stop on the tour was Texas. I decided to stay there. By then, her and I got pretty tight. So she stayed there with me. Now, it was never anything serious. I mean, neither one of us was planning to be together for the rest of our lives. We had blues in our blood. I guess that's what drew us together and kept us together. Anyway, we put together another band. And we headed out west for about 2 years. We were on the road when she found out she was pregnant. And selfishly, neither one of us wanted to give up our music careers. And by then, her grandmother was gone. But like I said, she didn't have any other relatives. I had Pop, so we brought you here. After a while, just kind of drifted apart. I believe we started reminding each other of you. She headed to Harlem. I headed out west to California. Look, I hadn't talked to her since then, not till today. She really wanted to talk to me, Josh. She's married to a preacher now. You have 2 brothers and a sister.
No, I don't. She has 2 sons and a daughter. How could she never try to contact me?
That's a question you need to ask her.
But I'm asking you.
She said she didn't know if you would be receptive. She was afraid.
Bullshit! That's a cop-out and you know it. What does she expect from me after all this time?
Nothing. She just want to talk to you, Josh.
Well, I don't have anything to say to her.
you can always just listen.
Wait. So if her grandmother had still been alive, I would have been with her instead of Pop? You brought me to Atlanta because there was nowhere else you could take me.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Josh.
Ain't that a bitch? I guess I should be thankful that you two didn't abort me and give me up for adoption. So what? You two are getting old now, so you're coming to me to clear your consciences? Oh, hell no. It ain't that easy. What about the pain and the suffering that I went through? No mother, no father. I was the child. You two selfish asses were the adults. She left me on a doorstep like a fucking orphan and never looked back. Well, you can call that bitch back for me and tell her I said thanks for no thanks. I'm a grown-ass man now. I don't need her or you. So both of you could go straight to hell for all I care. Fuck you and the horse that you rode in on!
Still your fuck! And you will not talk to me that way. Life ain't just black and white. Shit happens. You wait, you pick the lesser of the two evils, and then you move the fuck on. Damn it. Josh, I never said we didn't love you. We were just trying to have music careers. Now looking back, I can see how selfish that was. If I could take it back, I would. We both would. We would do something different.
You don't get it. Those are just words.
Then what else you want me to do, son?
I don't know.
Look, Josh, you can't spend the rest of your life being angry at us. Don't let our mistake cloud your life.
You guys lost that power a long time ago. Why don't we just leave well enough alone? She and I don't even talk.
She said she realizes that you might not want to talk to her. She said she would understand.
Why did you do this? I didn't ask you to contact her.
Josh, I'm trying to right some wrongs. You're getting married.
You didn't invite her to my wedding, did you? You had no right.
I didn't invite her to your wedding. That's not my place. I'm trying to bring some closure to that part of your life. Like never having met your mother. I didn't even tell her you're getting married.
Good. Because I don't want to be.
That's up to you, Josh.
Did you love me?
For a time.
Did she love you?
That's a question you'll have to ask her.
Do you ever plan on talking to her or seeing her again?
No, Josh. I only contacted her for you.
Was she pretty?
Yes. She had the kind of body that a Coke bottle wanted to imitate.
All right.
Had the beauty of Lena Horne. And she was smart. She could have gone to college, but she wanted to sing.
Was she good?
Oh. That woman could bring things out of the blues song that the writer didn't even know was there. Her voice was so it. All you had to do was play a song to her one time, and she could bring to life every emotion it contained.
Well, how could she never make it like you did?
Again, it's a question you have to ask her.
Again, I'm asking you.
She said she found God and started singing for the church.
Well, it's too bad. that religion didn't lead her back to check on the child she abandoned? What kind of woman wouldn't want to know whether her child was alive or happy or... I don't know if I want to talk to her.
You don't have to, Judge. It's up to you. You're right. We both want your forgiveness. It sounds selfish, but it's not just for us. It's for you too, son.
I get it.
Just don't want you walking around with whatever feelings you have towards us for the rest of your life. I know you know that forgiveness is not just for the person.
I said, I get it. And I have to think about it.
You shitting me!
It's the truth.
Well, damn.
That's what I said.
You ain't said much about Ty Guy being home.
Ain't nothing to say. He's home.
Never known him to stay this long. What's it been now? 2, 3 months?
About that.
So, when are you going back out on the road?
Why you all up in my business?
I'm just asking. Can the best friend ask?
Whoever said you were my best friend?
Well, I'm your oldest friend.
Not for long if you keep trying to get in my business.
How's the wedding plans coming along? Josh get cold feet yet?
Nah. He says he loves her and he's ready.
You ain't trying to talk about it? You're supposed to explain he's young and needs to see the world first, experience life, then settle down with one woman.
You let me handle my grandson and you handle yours.
Can't. That boy get within 2 feet of the house and shit goes missing. He ain't listening to nothing but that crack pipe.
Well, you told me to get that boy some help.
I tried. I took money out of my savings. You know that. Used to put that boy in rehab, and he stayed 1 day. 1 day, and I couldn't get none of my money back. I'm through.
Y'all can't give up on that.
That ain't no better. Ain't had a steady job since they had a paper route when he was 12.
What about his mom?
Cheyenne tried, Lord bless her. She's still in love with that boy of mine. She gonna work every day while he pick up a construction job, whatever she threatened to leave. Work it till she settle back in, then find a reason to quit or get fired.
Children.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb is back to stay. I think it's good for Josh. They can talk him more. And me and Caleb had dinner with Tracy's family last weekend.
How'd it go?
Good, good. But that boy of mine always been a charmer.
Just like his dad.
What the hell is that?
I'm talking about you, nigga! Oh man, this is me. In my book, you that boy's dad. Always have been and always will be.
He knows.
Say what?
Said he knew since he was 9 or 10. He overheard his mama and Grace talking. Thought I didn't want him around because he reminded me of Ellis Lee.
Say what?
That's why he stayed away the way he did.
Say what?
Say what if you didn't have a hook over the head with his cane. I told him it wasn't so. That's my boy. I raised him. Never once did I think of him and me the other way. Never told him I was proud of him either. You don't know this, but I got all 11 of his albums in my room. Also, got some newspaper clippings about it.
You need to tell him that. I always like to say that about my son. Let me a damn lie.
You ain't right, T-Bone.
No. What wouldn't be right is you not telling that boy you're proud of him if something happened to one of you without it being said.
You're right. And that don't happen often. We need to commemorate this occasion. Get some glasses and I'll get the shots.
Yeah, man, talk. Here's Bob Black.
Oh, where's the kitchen?
Hey, T-Bone, how you living? 1 day at a time, Tiger. 1 day at a time. And it's been a while. How you doing? How's it? Sorry, Zep. Wait a minute with your guitar. Go down to the studio. I don't know if Pops told you, but I'm not gonna be doing no more traveling. But man still got to eat, so I'll be playing some local clubs around the city and working on some new music.
Well, a big-time talented artiste like you ought to have some money talk to me.
There you go again, sticking your nose in other people's business.
It's all right. I did all right, T-Bone. The money I have saved, I'm gonna leave it to my son as an inheritance to help him realize some of his dreams.
Now, that's the way it's supposed to be done. That's why I try to tell all these young folks around me. Buy yourself some insurance so that when you die, you can leave something for your children to have a chance to do bigger and better than what you did. White folks been doing it for years. It's about time we caught up. You got insurance, George?
See, you all in the river and don't know which way is flow. Stay out of our business, nigga.
How is it y'all remain friends? All you do is argue.
We're men.
So the shit ain't never emotional. It is what it is.
Come on and have a drink with us.
Don't mind if I do.
Caleb?
It is what it is, Pop.
Damn, George. He's a grown man. He knows he's going to have a drink or not. One drink ain't going to kill him. I'm sure he's acquired the tape playing in clubs night after night, right, Tiger Eye?
Right, T-Bone. I'm not gonna let a couple old men outdo me.
Who you calling an old man?
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't keep up with me. I'm the best there ever was. T-Bone, remember the time we were little Jones and that fella? Diamond was his name. You know, he had those 2 gold IDs. You know what I'm talking about.
Frank Samuels. Used to go with Inez Jefferson. Now that was one fine woman there. She had this thing.
Hey, how you gonna interrupt my story? I'm trying to tell a story about the time Frank Samuels put me his whole paycheck that I couldn't figure him under the table.
That sounds good, Pop, but I'd much rather hear about what Inez Jefferson can do.
She living down there in Bronx. Go on right over there. She's still doing what she used to do. They just take a little longer.
How do you know, old man?
Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Why do young men think that once you reach a certain age, you can't fornicate no more?
Because they ain't getting none.
That's because they don't know how to treat a woman.
Say that.
A woman like things like a fly. A man that'll hold the door. A man that'll hold a hand from the car to the door.
A man that looks in her eyes when they talking. A man that knows how to kiss the spot. All right. A man that is satisfied only after she's satisfied. All right.
A man that will kill for or die for. A man that will love her long after she's gone.
Yeah.
To the women we've loved, and those we ain't got around to yet. So, what you doing down there in the studio?
I was working on some new music, trying to finish this album. 12 is a nice number to stop.
You're a young man. You got more than one left in you.
You're right, T-Bone, I do.
So, son, play something for us.
I got something that just might be appropriate. Still working on it, T-Bone. Tell me what you think. Sitting in the club, y'all, minding my own. Sitting in the club, y'all, minding my own. It walked a woman, but looks like I never know. She wasn't good to look at, but Lord, she had some hips. Wasn't good to look at. Lord, she had some hips. Look nice and firm. Match them big juicy lips. Face in big like face on and grown. But look at the body, made the black snake moan. Woo! Nothing left to do but give that dog a bone.
I like that. That's that whole part. That's gonna be on the new album.
you do it, I'll make sure it is. What you think, Pop?
It's good, but you know what I like.
Yeah, I know what you like, Pop. I only meant to love you. Didn't you know that? Didn't you know? Why couldn't you be content with the love I gave you? Oh, yeah.
I gave you my heart, girl, but you wanted my mind. Oh, yeah. Your love scared me to death, girl. Oh, it's the choking kind. That's all it is.
Said you can kill a man with a bottle of poison or not. Oh yeah, and hurt him more than to take his pride and ruin his life. Heart's a shame, girl.
What it really is, girl, I surely hope you find. Oh yeah, but that kind of hat don't fit my head, girl. Oh, that choking kind, that's all it is. It makes me wanna, oh yeah. When I was living with her. He wanted to marry her, but she wouldn't have him. I don't know why, he was a nice man. But I just built on what he taught me.
I listened to your records. You're pretty good.
Thanks.
Just a statement of fact.
Thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Maybe I can teach you how to string together some chords sometime if you're interested.
Okay.
I appreciate you letting me meet Tracy. She's a nice girl, and I enjoyed dinner with her family.
She enjoyed meeting you too. I never knew her parents knew your music. They acted like you were some kind of celebrity or something. So what's it like? Life on the road?
Hard, lonely, addictive, rewarding.
Sounds like the lyrics of a song. Addicted. But you're giving it up.
Yep.
Why?
It's time.
So what are you going to do?
Just what I've been doing these last couple months. Playing at some local clubs, working on some new music.
Tracy wants to know if you perform at the reception.
I'd be honored.
Cool. I'll let her know.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You love her?
What kind of question is that?
It's a simple question.
Of course I love her.
Why?
Why?
Another simple question.
Why would you ask me that?
I seen you two together, and I just wonder.
Do you have a problem with Tracy?
None whatsoever. She's a Beautiful, sweet, intelligent girl. I just asked you a simple question. The kind of question a father asks a son who's about to be married. You know, marriage, in theory, is a lifelong commitment.
I know.
So, the question you have yet to answer.
Why? Because she's a kind, sweet, loving person. She loves me.
I see.
What does that mean?
I see means I see. No more, no less.
Do you not approve of me getting married?
It's not for me to say. That's a man's own decision.
Tracy has been there for me. Since my first year of college, through law school, she knows my fears, my doubts, and my history. But she still wants to marry me.
Don't sell yourself short, Josh. A man is more than his history, and much more than his fears and his doubts. A woman looking for a man, for a husband, has only one thing on the top of her list. And that's a man with potential. She learns that sitting at her mother's feet. Potential is the key to what a man can be or will be. Potential can make or break a man. Even a man with success and millions in the bank, if he don't have potential, he'll soon lose it. You have potential, Josh. Tracy sees that. She's lucky to have you. So don't think she's marrying you in spite of. She knows your worth. You need to know it too.
Thanks.
Anita. Look, I was hoping to lay down and get some sleep. You mind if I crash in the room for an hour or two? I'm playing down the Nebos tonight. Used to be a time I could stay up for days and still be on top of my game. Guess I'm getting old.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Hey, Papa.
Hey.
Here, let me help with that.
I got it. Just keep doing what you're doing. What are you doing? Don't go picking up any of father's bad habits. Is he back?
Yeah, he's laying down in my room.
What's wrong? Is he okay?
Yeah, Papa. He said he's laying down in Eagles tonight. Wanted to get some rest. I may go down there.
Oh. Okay. Come keep me company while I put up the groceries. So, what's on your mind? I've never known you to drink this early in the day.
Nothing. I've just been thinking. I'm getting married next month, and then I'm taking the bar exam. Those are two big things back to back.
Scared?
No.
Having second thoughts? You don't have to take the bar if you're not ready next month.
I'm ready.
Then it's the wedding.
Yeah.
Damn, I told Caleb not to interfere.
He didn't say anything. I mean, not really.
Then what's going on?
It's just, I don't know if I'm ready. I mean, I still have yet to see the world. I mean, I get married, go to work for her father, have some children, take over her father's company when he retires, and by then my whole life would have passed me by, and I wouldn't have had any excitement. Does that life sound like it would be exciting to you?
Sounds a little bit cut and dry. What's up? Life is what you make it.
By the time my father was my age, he had traveled all over the United States and was on his way back to Japan for a second time.
Well, you and Tracy can go to Japan together.
Pop, is it wrong with me to want to see the world? To want to experience life as a single man?
Damn, Caleb.
Pop, I talked to Anita last night.
What? Your mother?
Yeah.
When? I mean, how did you get a number?
Tiger, I gave it to her.
So?
So, she answered all of my questions. She was open and honest. Nothing was off limits. She apologized and asked me to forgive her. She's married. She invited me to Chicago to meet her husband and her children.
So, are you okay?
Yeah. I will be. She said she only met you one time. When they brought me here to drop me off, do you remember her?
Yeah, I remember her. She reminded me of your grandmother. She was gorgeous. Long black hair and an hourglass figure and eyes that smiled when she smiled. Do you want to see her?
I told you she invited to Chicago.
No, I have a picture of her.
Of Grandma?
No, your mother.
Where did you get a picture of my mother from? How come you never showed it to me? How long have you had it?
See here? That's your dad, and that's your mom. That's you she's holding. I took this picture before they left, when they came here to bring you to me. I never showed it to you because I knew you would have questions I couldn't answer.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. Joshua. I never told you what it meant to me having you here. Your parents saved my life. If it hadn't been for you, I don't know where I'd be at right now. My life has been, well, exciting. Not everything in the way that I'm proud of. There are a whole lot of things I would change if given the chance. But you would not be one of them. I'm so proud of you, son. I made some mistakes with your father, and I regret that. But you were my second chance. And look at you, about to become a lawyer. I guess I got it right this time. Now don't get me wrong, I'm proud of your father too. He made it in spite of me. He gets his talent from his mama. When I look at him, I see your grandmother. I love that woman with my whole heart and soul. I would have died for her, but instead I love her. Do you feel that way about Tracy? If you don't, son, don't marry her. She's a great girl, and she deserves to have a man who loves her more than anything, even his own life. You're a man now, Josh. The decision is yours. Not mine, not Caleb's, just yours. Whatever you decide, you know I got your back.
Thanks, Papa.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Morning, Papa.
Morning. Here's coffee. You want some toast?
No, it's coffee.
So, what time did you two get in last night?
We got in about 4 hours ago. Man, Pop, you should have been at Debo's last night. Tiger Eye was phenomenal. I mean, I've never heard or seen anybody like him.
You heard his music?
This was different. The crowd was all into him. They were calling out requests, singing, dancing, clapping. He really knew how to work it. I couldn't believe that was my father up there.
I'm glad you had a chance to hang out with him. He wants to spend time with you. I know that meant a lot to him.
And he called me up to the stage and introduced me. Oh, and the women? Woo! Oh, man. I couldn't believe how many women were trying to get with him. It was crazy. They were even trying to hit on me when I found out I was his son. He really gets into his playing. He was so exhausted by the end of his second set, I had to drive home. He could barely keep his eyes open. And he was sweating. I wanted to talk to him when we got home, but he passed out, time his head hit the pillow. Man, last night was off the chain.
So, what are you two going to do today?
I got to study. I only plan on taking the ball once.
Ah, that's my boy.
I'm going to go jump in the shower. I just wanted to see if Tiger Eye was up. Hey, Papa, you need me to do anything for you today?
No, son, I'm good. Me and T-Bone going down to the senior center to play cards with Helen and Cora.
Well, you behave yourself.
Hey, don't try to throw ball in my game, young blood.
Hey, Papa, I'm glad he's back. I mean, I don't need a father, but when it's all said and done, he's a pretty good guy.
He said the same thing about you.
Cool.
situation so he can help you?
No, Pop. He's just starting to trust me. If I tell him now, he'll think that's the only reason I came home, because I was...
Well, ain't it?
I didn't come home because I was sick. And I definitely didn't come home to ask my son for bone marrow.
Look, Caleb.
No, Pop. I'm not going to do it.
If that boy has forgiven you, then you let yourself die and leave him here to grieve is just crazy and selfish. Son, do you forgive me? Because I'm truly sorry.
I forgave you a long time ago, Pop. Look, I was exercising my own demons. Even before I was diagnosed, I knew it was time to come home. I was just giving myself 6 months to finish up some farewell club dates. And then I was coming back to the States. Again, 2 months in, went to the doctor. I was feeling tired, run down. The rest is history, as they say.
I don't want to lose you, Caleb, now that you're back. Why don't you just tell the boy and let him make a decision?
Papa, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to put that on him. He has bars in 1 week. In 2 months, he's getting married. I'm not going to put that on him. And what if he decides he don't want to do it? That's a heavy burden for somebody his age to bear.
He's stronger than you think. And he would never say no if he thought it would save your life.
No, Papa. I'm not going to do it. But he'll always be suspicious. I'd rather spend whatever time I have left getting to know my son and giving him new memories to replace the old ones he had of him. And Pop, you're not to tell him about the transplant. Don't do that to him, Pop.
It's wrong, son. It's wrong. So what if he believes you came back to get bone marrow? He'll get over it eventually. At least you'll still be here to work on convincing him that ain't the case.
But the damage will be done. He'll always be suspicious, even more suspicious than he is now. No, Pop. It's my life. I've always lived on my own terms. We're going to do it my way, okay?
It ain't right. It ain't right.
Look, Pop. I went to see the doctor. They want to start the chemotherapy in 2 weeks. I want to wait till after the wedding because of the side effects. I don't want to be walking around here visibly sick. You know, chemo makes you worse before it makes you better. Promised the doctor I wouldn't drink no more alcohol in order to postpone the chemo. When have you ever heard of a blues singer that didn't drink?
What can I do?
Nothing now. I know I told you I'll get my own place. If you don't mind, I like to stick around here in case he starts. You know, I really like to be around people.
Of course. I'll feel better being able to keep an eye on you. We can get you a cot and you can move in with me.
The sofa's fine, Pop. Besides, I want to keep using the sofa. I don't want Josh to catch on that I'm not looking for a place. I don't mean to burden you, Pop. I'll make my own funeral arrangements, like I said. I've already talked to the lawyer. I left everything to Josh. I hope you don't mind.
That's how it should be, son.
Get all right for himself. He'll have enough to start his own law office or buy a nice house. Don't mean to worry you, Pop.
I know. You're just like your mother. Once you get something in your head, there ain't no changing your mind. You're like a dog with a bone.
Thanks. I think.
Play me something.
What you want to hear about?
That song you wrote for your mama. Serious song.
Wow.
I heard it on your third album, I think it was. Play it for me.
Okay. Every time I think about love, I think about you. And every time I think about you, I think of what we've been through. How I wish that I could How I wish that you were mine. I lie awake at night and I think about you. You're part of all my dreams. Can you feel me too? I'm not alone, just feeling alive. Dry my tears before I cry. Celia, I love you, and I want you to know I need you just to make me whole. No matter what may go through, the best of me died with you.
I had a dream about your mama last night. She was in this white rocking chair on this big old white porch. She was dressed in a yellow dress with yellow shoes and her hair tied back in a yellow bow. She was smiling, just rocking back and forth, smiling. She looked so content, at peace. Every now and then she would stop rocking and look out, like she was expecting someone. Then she would start rocking again with that same peaceful, contented look. Never said a word.
What do you think that means?
Who says it means anything?
I've
been thinking on it all morning and I haven't come up with anything yet.
All these years, still miss her, huh?
I do.
You know, I regret not settling down. You know, I could have made it with it if I tried.
You were young. You needed to find you. You know, Josh is getting cold feet.
I know. We were talking about it. I didn't do it, Papa. I told him he had to make his own decision. I got it. He's growing. I'm not trying to live his life for him, but have enough trouble with my own.
It's gonna break that little girl's heart.
That little girl is a grown woman. And it's better that you do it now instead of waiting 2 or 3 years into the marriage.
That's true.
Besides, you don't know what he decided.
He came into the kitchen this morning all excited about last night.
Yeah. Damn, they talked my ear off in the car.
Sounded like you were sick.
Yeah. Did he notice?
He just thought you were tired from the show.
Good. I'm not going to do any more gigs until after the wedding. I got to get my strength up. I'm just going to work on my music.
He's not stupid, Caleb. He's going to figure out something's wrong.
No, he won't, Pop.
Are you scared, son?
I'm not as scared as I would be if I wasn't here with you guys. How about you, Pop? You afraid of dying?
No. I look at it as a continuation, part 2 of my life. Besides, I'll get to see your mama again and apologize for all the pain I caused her.
I'm sure she'd forgive me.
I sure hope so. I used to hate to have that woman mad at me. A mad black woman ain't nothing to play with.
Or jealous when either.
That's for damn sure. Did I ever tell you about Eunice McLean?
I got it. T-Bone.
What's up, good people? Y'all ready to get your ass kicked? Got the phone?
Oh, hell no. I'm not about to let you kick my ass in my own house. Not in any shape, form, or fashion.
You playing, Caleb?
Y'all playing for money?
That's the only way we play. You scared?
Hell no, he ain't scared. He's a Hamilton man. Dominoes is in his blood. Come on, son.
How much you playing?
We play $5 block.
All right, count me in.
Who ain't drinking?
Let's it's me, T-Bone. Went to see the doctor today. I got ulcers.
Oh, hell. All you have to do is drink some milk to coat your stomach before you drink the alcohol.
I'm lactose intolerant.
We gonna play or we gonna talk?
You okay playing fire escape?
All right, player. You was telling me about Eunice McLean.
Eunice McLean.
That's a name I ain't heard of in a long time.
Eunice McLean was a friend of your mama's when she and I first started dating. Every time me and your mama made a date to do something, movies, dancing, or whatever, Eunice would show up acting like she forgot or didn't know me and your mama had plans. Well, your mama let it slip one night that she thought Eunice was interested in me. I told her she was crazy. She said, well, let's just see. Anyway, we're getting ready to leave for the movie, and guess who shows up?
Eunice McLean.
Yeah. She said, oh, I didn't know y'all was doing something tonight. I'm not busy, so why don't I just join you? You don't mind, do you? Say, yeah. And I know you don't mind, do you, George? Well, your mama says, I'm not feeling very well. George and I are postponing our date tonight. He was just leaving. Then she tells me, call me when you get home. Me? I'm not sure what to do. But I take my cue and head towards the door. And then your mama says to Eunice, I'm glad you're here. Come sit with me a while. Well, Eunice gets that in and on about she got to get home and almost beats me out the door. Then before we can get off the porch good, she's talking about, we can still go see the movie. And she's running her hand all up and down my back and squeezing my arm and licking her lips. Lucky I was in my good mind, but I had sense enough to beg off because Eunice was a nice-looking woman.
That she was.
But I knew I needed to get home and call your mama to see what was up.
So what did you do?
Well, I peeled Eunice off for me. I got home, called your mama. She asked me what happened, and I told her everything.
And?
Well, I can't tell you what happened because I wasn't there. But I can tell you that Eunice never showed up accidentally or otherwise again. As a matter of fact, she would see me and Synthia together and wouldn't open her mouth to speak. I saw her a couple of times by myself and she crossed the street or turned around and went the other way if she saw me coming.
Damn, what did mama say to her?
To this day, I don't know. I was too afraid to ask.
A jealous black woman ain't no joke.
I dated a jealous woman one time, and that's all it took. One time. Come on with it now.
Oh, just tell your damn story.
Her name was Blanche Coombs.
Where y'all get these odd named women from?
Son, the Tiffany's and the Shaquatas and the Taureans are truly your era.
Back in the day, women had strong names. Like Hattie, Ophelia, Cora, Mary.
Yeah, boys had names like George, Caleb, Bertram, Thomas, Samuel.
Parents took the name of the child serious. I was in the grocery store the other day and overheard this girl calling her son. The child's name was Seth. Now, she had some other children with her, and she didn't call their names, and I don't know if she had any more at home. But it sure did give me the one. Seth? That ain't no damn name, that's her number. All she doing is setting them up for the system. I started to tell her that. You become a number when they lock you up. But I thought, what's the use? These young girls today make me wonder who's teaching them how to be women. See, back in my day,
Damn! Wasn't you about to tell us about playing somebody another? Just pick one story and stick with it.
oh yeah. Blanche Coombs was the daughter of a black woman and a Jewish man. She had this long, brown, silky hair, pretty brown skin. I met her at one of these dances that you throw for black teens over at the Feeding Supper Club on Saturday. I was about 19 or 20. We started dating, and her daddy didn't like me at all. And the feeling was mutual. Blanche was sweet, quiet-like, and I liked that. It was a change from the girls I usually did. Anyway, one day I decided to invite her to this barbecue that Taurean Williams was throwing for him before he went off into the army. We got there, and the place was chopped. food and liquor was flowing freely. We were having a good time. Until my ex, Gloria Johnson, showed up and started hugging up on me. Well, before I could say anything or introduce her, this sweet little girl pulled out a switchblade, told Gloria, "I don't like being disrespected."
So what did you do?
I hurried up and got her ass the hell out of there. I left her alone after that. I figured that's all too well to pull a blade. I knew I was in trouble. I wasn't safe by no means. Bang!
That was just a warm-up.
I was just distracted telling my story. Let's play again. Come on, George. Pour me another one. Let's show this young buck how it's done.
Come on, shuffle them up, Caleb. Let's play.
Tiger eye. Tiger eye. Tiger eye.
Yeah, Josh, what's wrong?
I was going to ask you the same thing. I came home 2 hours ago, you were asleep. You haven't moved. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. You've been sleeping a lot lately.
It's just my body started to appreciate all this downtime, playing catch up. Felt a cold coming on. Took some cold medicine, made me drowsy. So what's up, Esquire?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. You told me to take it one thing at a time. Well, I'll pass the bar. I know I said it before, but thanks for the money and the party.
My pleasure, son. And it's for you to do whatever you want to do with it. You can open your own law office, buy yourself a nice house, or travel the world.
Yeah. I've been thinking about the wedding.
Okay.
It's just, I really love Tracy, but I'm just not in love with her. At least, not enough to marry her, not right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to hurt her. Maybe I just have a cold feet. I don't know what to do.
I think you do.
No, really, I don't.
I promised your grandfather that I wouldn't interfere.
But I'm asking for your help.
You're asking me to make your decision.
No. I just want to do the right thing.
Then there you go.
What?
Look, ask yourself these 3 questions. If you married, would you be happy? If the answer is no, then you got to ask yourself, how long will the marriage last before your unhappiness affects the marriage? Third, if you didn't marry her, will she get over it?
They've spent a lot of money.
Well, the honorable thing to do is to offer to pay half and let her keep the ring if she wants it.
Yeah.
But, whatever you decide, me and Pop will be here for you. But let her know sometime soon. Don't prolong it one way or the other. It's not fair to her.
You're right. I'm going to go jump in the shower. It helps me think.
Okay. Oh, hey, Pop. Sorry I fell asleep in your chair.
Sit down. I can sit on the couch.
No, I need to take my medication.
Oh, how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. The medication makes me sleepy.
What does the doctor say?
Well, he don't want me to wait till after the wedding.
I don't think you should wait either.
I may not have to.
What do you mean?
I don't think Josh is going to go through with it. And before you say anything, he brought it up. He came to me. I told him he had to make up his own mind.
He talked to me too.
Did he? What you tell him?
The same thing. He can't wait to tell her. But if he's going to call it off, he needs to do it now.
Yep, I think he's going to call it off.
Don't be so sure. But if he does, are you going to ask him about the bone barrel?
No, Pop.
You know, I went down there and got tested.
I know. Dr. Summers told me. You know it was a long shot, right?
When I told him I was your father, he got all excited. Then I explained to him that I'm not your blood father. Felt strange.
You are my father. Blood don't change that.
I wasn't a match. He thinks Josh would be the best chance.
I know.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Where's the boy?
In the shower.
Thank you.
How'd you know?
I know it.
Made some coffee earlier. You want a cup?
No, thank you. You okay?
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Come on, sit down. Yeah. You cold? We can turn the heat up. The doctor said that would be one of the things that you'd experience.
I'm okay, Bob. Can we not talk about my illness? Josh is in the house.
Okay.
Yes. I get cold sometimes, but I'm okay, Bob.
Okay.
What number is it today?
733.
I play 703. You ever hit it?
Yeah, a couple of times. The most I ever won was $15,000. That was on the Pick 5.
Really?
Yeah, some went to fixing up the house. The rest is in the trust for Josh, since he was paying his way through college and law school.
I'm proud of that boy.
Me too. You know, he invited Anita and the family to the wedding.
Yeah, he told me.
She coming?
Yeah, she, her husband, her daughter, and one of their sons. The other son is in Afghanistan.
Huh? She's coming. That should be interesting. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. Judging from Josh.
How about you? How you feel about seeing Anita again?
That door closed a long time ago, Pop.
No leftover feelings?
None whatsoever.
Okay. Now you've been here for about 6 months now and I haven't seen you with anyone.
Dating anybody is the last thing on my mind, Pop. Wouldn't make no sense to get somebody all emotionally involved just to up and die.
Has there been anyone serious since Anita?
There's been one or two. They could have got serious, but it just didn't happen. I almost got married once. You know, I knew I was marrying her for all the wrong reasons, so I backed out of it. I wasn't as far along with Josh and Tracy. But I can sympathize with what he's going through.
Did the woman forgive you?
In front of her family and friends, on the surface, it seemed like she did. But in them guard moments, I can tell she hadn't. Eventually, we just started making up excuses not to see each other until the friendship just slowly faded away.
You mean I almost had a daughter-in-law?
Yeah. What about you, Bob? You never thought about remarrying?
Thought about it, but I had Josh.
So Josh kept you from moving on with your life?
No, having Josh kept me from making a mistake. If I would have gotten married, it would have been for all the wrong reasons. It would have been out of pure loneliness, not because I was in love.
So, Mama was the last love?
The last woman. I still got you 2 boys. Enough of all this sentimental stuff. What you writing?
I'm working on a new song. Not finished with it yet.
Can I hear it?
Sure. Looking backwards in time, now I can see the truth in the words, the things you said to me. You told me you loved me. Back then there was doubt. Now that I've lived a little, I know all about it. that thing called love. That makes a heart grieve, that thing called love. I know what it means. Too late to change time, but I want you to know when I'm feeling the world is ringing me low, I go back in the time just to hear you say how much you love me. I remember that day. That's all I have for now.
Oh, beautiful.
What's beautiful?
A song Caleb is working on.
Oh, well, I'm glad you two are both here. I decided to call off the wedding.
Why, son?
Because I'm not in love with her, Pop. Tracy is beautiful. She has a PhD. She comes from a prominent Atlanta family. Her father's offering to let me walk into his law firm. I have the bank account that'll put her in the house that she loves. But there's no fire when I think of her. Passion.
Well, how about the,
Sex? It's good, Pop, but I need more than that.
Well, you need to tell her immediately.
I want her place now.
Are you doing it in a private place? Is that smart? I would think a public place would be better.
No, Pop, I want her place.
Is there anything I can do, son?
Yeah. Maybe if I have to talk to her parents about paying half of what they spent, I'll use some of the money you gave me for passing the bar. I hope you don't mind. I'm hoping I don't have to talk to them, but I'm going to be a man about it.
That money's for you to do whatever you need to do with it. Now, if you're going to go talk to her parents, I don't want you walking in there alone. I'm going with you. I know I would be in this situation.
Thanks. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I just want it to be over. I have to go. I'll see you later.
You think he's going to be okay?
He'll be fine. He's on his own journey. We all had to take that path in manhood that was destined just for us. He'll be okay.
I just hope he doesn't end up regretting what he's about to do. There'll be no going back once he calls it off.
You're right about that. But we stayed out of it. He made up his own mind.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll be here when or if he needs us. Sit at the table.
Yeah, sure.
Morning, Pop. What are you still doing up?
Waiting for you.
Where's Ty?
He waited as long as he could, but he had the studio booked for tonight. He said to tell you to call if you needed him. But he should be back soon. How are you?
I'm fine. I just couldn't leave after telling me. I had to stay here and take my lumps like a man.
So what happened?
She cried, cursed, cried some more, yelled, screamed, and then we talked. I can't say she understood where I was coming from, but I was finally able to get her to accept me. She threw a book at me when I wasn't expecting it. And she kept apologizing and crying and she bandaged me up.
So, how did you leave things?
The wedding's off. She's got to wait until the morning to talk to her parents. She asked me if I just wanted to postpone it. She thought I was just having cold feet. But then I was finally able to get her to understand that I didn't love her the way she deserved to be loved. I wonder if I'll ever love a woman the way she deserved to be loved. I mean, look at me. I come from a line of confirmed bastards. What chance do I have?
Wait a minute. I had your grandmother?
Yeah, but did you love her the way she deserved to be loved?
Yes, I did. If anything, I loved her too much. You're still young. You You'll meet the one that's meant for you.
I hope so, Pop.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, once I face Tracy's family, I think I'll get away for a while. You won't be alone since Ty Guy's here. Then when I get back, I'll apply to some law firms and move on with my life.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks, Pop, for understanding and letting me make the decision myself.
You're a man now. I've done my job. What you do with your life now is on you. But I trust you. You're going to be all right. Now that I raised you, maybe I'll do some traveling. I used to go a lot when I worked for the railroad.
Thanks, Pop.
For what?
For putting your life on hold to raise me. You could have said no when they brought me to you, but you didn't. I wouldn't be the man that I am without you.
I should be thanking you.
Why?
Like I said, you saved my life. Your father was gone. I was here alone with nothing but my memories, and they were slowly eating away at me. You came and gave me someone else to focus on besides myself. You gave me a reason to face another day.
You gonna be okay if I hit the road for a while?
What's the why?
I don't know. 6 months, maybe a year.
Can you wait a little while before you leave?
Why?
I just feel you should stay around here for a while.
What's wrong, Papa?
Nothing. Where do you think you might go?
Europe. The way the old man talks about it makes me want to see it for myself.
That far, huh?
Papa, don't worry about me. Because then I'll worry about you.
I'll be fine. You know where home is. You got your daddy's passion for life. Like I said, you're going to be okay.
He really is a good person. I think I was just angry because I needed him.
Me too. I didn't realize how much I miss my boy.
He's a hell of a musician, eh?
Oh, that he is. What do you two talk about when you're out?
What do you mean?
What do you discuss? Talk about.
Everything. I mean the past, the present, the future, everything.
Uh-huh.
What uh-huh?
Well, nothing. I was just asking.
What's going on? I know you.
Nothing.
Grant.
Who the hell you calling Grant?
I know how much you hate him. So you're not going to tell me what's on your mind?
That's not mine to tell.
What does that mean?
Nothing, really. I'm just rambling.
Why do I feel like you're keeping something from me? Are you feeling okay? You're not getting sick, are you?
No, I'm not sick.
Would you tell me if you were?
Yes, I would.
So what is it that you're keeping from me?
Stop asking me now.
So there is something.
Joshua.
Okay. I'll leave it alone. For now. I'm gonna go jump in the shower.
All right, son. I'll warm up dinner for you.
Thanks.
Joshua at home.
The wedding is off. You okay?
Fine, Pop. Just can't catch my breath. How did Tracy take it?
Oh, she took it hard. They're going to talk to her parents tomorrow. But he's handling it like a man. But I still think you should go down there with him. He wants to travel for a while.
Okay. I'll go down there with you.
Are you okay?
I can't breathe.
Stand up! What should I do, son?
Go ahead.
Oh, get breathe! Joshua! Joshua!
Hey, Pop.
Hey. So, what are they going to do today?
Take some more blood.
Dad, you have any left?
Not from me, Pop. From Josh, my son.
I'll never forget the look on that boy's face 3 weeks ago. When he came out and saw you, you know.
You were right, Pop. I should have told him the situation when I first got here.
Now, maybe your way was right. It gave him a chance to get to know you first. Anyway, After he got over being mad at us for keeping it from him, he stepped up to the plate.
And he's a match.
Oh, thank the Lord. Praise you, Jesus.
I'm grateful, Pop, for everything you've done. Raising me, raising my son, taking me back, everything.
Nothing any father wouldn't do.
You know how?
I know.
All right, Pop.
I hope you don't mind me not going down there with you all. Me and T-Bone been playing and winning this Midwest tournament now for about 7 years. But you know I'm going to be there for the surgery come hell or high water.
I know, Pop. You go on with your game. We'll come down to the senior center when we're done. It'll take an hour and a half tops. Then we come down and see you and T-Bone with some ass.
Yeah, you got that right.
You ready? Pops?
Are you ready? You don't want to give me blood?
I'm good. I got this.
You know, this is the easy part, Josh.
I know, Pops. I'm fine. Everything is going to be fine. You got to keep you and Pop around to play with your and great-grandkids.
Is there something we should know?
Oh, hell no. Trust me.
I really wouldn't mind having some great-grandchildren around.
Pops.
Something I said?
Hey, Pops, you need to ride down to the senior center?
Oh, no. T-Bone is coming by to pick me up. We always have a drink or two and a cigar before the tournament. It's tradition. Don't want to mess up our ritual.
All right. We'll see you later.
Later, Pops. And don't hurt him before we get there.
Well, I can't make no promises. You two just hurry up.
We'll hurry.
Oh, no. We won't be hurting anybody that's sticking the needle into my arm.
And we'll go out and celebrate my victory tonight.
It'll be on me.
All right, then. My boys.
From turning gray. Lord knows I've done wrong. I've got my own debts to pay. Looking for understanding to stop my blue skies from turning gray. To get peace and understanding, I can only hope and pray. Oh, sins of my father, story